welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1402 Part B, and we are here with our O'Leary family. This is Annabelle. She is currently just getting a little bit of the wash done, but we are here with this family because it is currently Nerida O'Leary's birthday, and we are going to be going ahead and aging up Nerida and letting her age up into an infant, and we'll be seeing her age up here. As we know, infants do not have to roll a death roll for them to be aging up, so we will be aging up Nerida and seeing her as an infant here and giving her her little infant makeover. And then we are going to be hopping over to see Letitia Pruitt and her family, because we are going to go and see if we can try to get them with child. As we know, her and her husband, Letitia, and her husband, Thomas, have been having some difficulty trying to get pregnant. So we are going to be trying to get them to have a baby. But first, we are going to celebrate Nerida's birthday here. This family, as we know, are currently a little bit sad. Currently right now it looks like Annabelle is feeling pretty inspired, but they are mourning. They did have a death of a loved one, so they have been a little bit sad here, but they will need to obviously go ahead and they will need to try for a baby as well. We'll probably try tomorrow for them, or well, actually, yeah, tomorrow. We'll try tomorrow for them and see if we can get them to try for a baby. I just want to give them a little bit of time to obviously go ahead and get that mourning out of their system, and then we'll have them try again for another little one. But I am going to go ahead and send Annabelle up here. She is going to age up little Nerida, and we're going to see Nerida aged up into an infant, and then we will go ahead and hop into cast with her and give her her makeover. So happy birthday, Nerida. And Annabelle is like, yay, and she's so excited. As we know, she did lose her child, and so having Nerida age up is exciting for her. Nerida is going to be a wiggly infant, and we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with her, and we are going to see what she looks like. Okay, here we have Nerida O'Leary. This is what she looks like as an infant aged up. She is adorable. And she, as I said, is a wiggly infant. We are going to go ahead and jump back into the game with her. Okay, so now that we are back here in the game with the O'Learys, I am just going to go ahead and have Mom come up and give her a little bit of a feed. It does look like Nerida is feeling a little bit hungry, so I am going to have Annabelle go ahead and come on upstairs and just give her a little bit of a breastfeed. She is feeling a little bit hungry. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we take care of Nerida's needs here. So we will have her come on in here and just feed her. Axel has been dealing with some chores, so we are just going to let him go ahead. It looks like he is currently wanting to cry it out. He obviously is feeling much sadness over the loss of their children, and so he is dealing with his emotions. We are unfortunately really sad by the loss, and this is why I said we're gonna need to let them go ahead and get their mourning done. And once they have finished mourning the loss of their children, then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to go ahead and we'll allow them to be able to go ahead and try again for another little one. For now, they're just going to revel in the fact that Nerida has aged up into an infant, and we'll allow them to go ahead and, you know, just spend a little bit of time with Nerida, finish their grieving process over the ones that they have lost. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and pop back in over here, and we'll be able to hopefully try again for another little one. It does look like Nerida is going to be a feeding tinkler. It says that she often pees while being fed. Infants with this quirk are more likely to use their diaper during feedings. So currently right now, it does look like Annabelle is just going ahead and spending a little bit of time with Nerida. She is just talking with her and They are going to bounce and cuddle here, and we are just having her, you know, do a little bit of bonding with Nerita here, and hopefully it will help her to feel a little bit better since she is currently mourning. Obviously, spending as much time as she can with Nerita is going to help to soothe the hurt feelings that she has over losing her other children, because she'll be obviously able to use her maternal side to comfort herself, and I think that will help her out a little bit. She is going to be mourning for another 6 hours, and it looks like unfortunately Axel is going to be mourning for 2 days time. So he is, you know, having a lot of trouble with mourning. Maybe he can also spend a little bit of time with Nerita, and that will help him to get through some of his mourning, because right now he is really struggling with the mourning as well. So we'll allow him to spend a little bit of time with Nerita, and hopefully that will help him to feel a little bit better as well when it comes to his mourning that he's dealing with. But I am going to go ahead and we are going to head over now, and we are going to see our Pruitt family, because as we know, we need to check in on Letitia and Thomas, and we're going to try to see if we can get them with child. So let's go see our Pruitt family. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Pruitt family, and actually Letitia is already pregnant. I don't know why I was thinking I needed to get her pregnant. She's actually in labor. So we are going to take her in, and we are going to have her baby. So let's go ahead and head over and let Letitia give birth to her little one, because she needs to give birth. Where is that option? Okay, did they not have a crib? Let's go check. Yes, they do. All right, let's go ahead and have Letitia go ahead and come on over here, and we will have her go ahead and give birth to her little one. We'll send her in, and we will see what it is that she's having. As we know, this is her first child. It does look like Kate was here, but she has left. So Letitia is on her own having her first baby. For that, she is obviously going to have an extra death roll on her, because she doesn't have anyone here with her that has had a baby before, and this is her first child. So she will have an extra roll on the dice for her for this baby, which is going to suck, but we will see how that's going to pan out for her, and we are going to find out what it is that she's going to have. She is very uncomfortable. She's not happy about this at all, but it is what it is. And they have had a girl. So we are going to name this little one Regina. Oh my goodness, she had another little girl. So we're going to name this one Veronica. Oh my goodness. And David for the boy. So they just had triplets. Okay. Wow. All right. So for that, we are going to have a lot of rolls for mom. Mom can't roll a 1, an 11, a 2, a 15, or a 20. And she has to roll 3 times. So we are going to go ahead and pull up our dice for mom, and we're going to give that a roll, and we'll see if she can make it. And the first roll for mom, she gets a 20 and is going to not survive. Oh my gosh, poor Thomas. All right, so mom's going to die. Babies can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. So let's go ahead. We're going to roll first for Regina. Actually, let's just roll for all 3. And let's give that a roll. So we got a 5, a 7, and a 14. We got a 5 and a 7. So we got Regina and Veronica are both going to die, and David is going to live. So I am going to go ahead and update the timeline with this information, and then we are going to have to take away the girls, and we are going to also need to take away Letitia. We will obviously have Thomas plead for Letitia, and we will see how that's going to go. So we are going to need to go ahead and take away some babies. Let's do that first. So we are going to take away Regina here. And we're going to take away Veronica. And David is good. And we're going to go ahead and take away Mom. So Letitia is dying from childbirth. We are going to go ahead and have Thomas plead for her. And we will see if she is going to be able to be saved. So we will have Thomas come and plead with the Grimm for her and see if she can be saved from her demise. Hopefully that will be the case, because obviously we don't want him to lose another wife to childbirth. He already lost Pearl and has 2 boys with her. And now we have David here, and Letitia is passing. So, I mean, we absolutely hate that. But we are going to see if he can plead with the Grimm for his wife Letitia, in hopes that he can save her from her untimely demise due to this childbirth that she's just gone through. It does look like the Grimm is being difficult here, but let's go ahead and see if the Grimm is going to go ahead and come on in here for her. So he's clearly come in here. He has found his wife. He is distraught over this. He is really, really upset over the fact that he has just lost his wife. He's feeling really, really sad from witnessing the death of a loved one. And he's also really upset because he has lost his babies. I cannot get the Grimm to do what I need it to do. Let's reset the Grimm. Come on, Grimm. Come do your job. I think I'm just about to have to lose her completely. It's not looking like the Grimm is going to come and take her. For some reason, I am having trouble with the deaths here in the game. Okay, so I added the Grimm to the household because I was hoping I could like make that work, but it didn't work. It just took Letitia. I could not plead for her. So Letitia is no longer with us. She is now gone. We will go ahead and engrave her epitaph. Letitia was born in 1383, and she has died in 1402 from childbirth. So we will go ahead and update that. And once again, Thomas is single. He now has 3 sons to take care of. I guess we will not be getting him married again. It is clearly apparent that he is meant to be single. Look how sad he is. He is just so sad. Look at him cry. He's just like, oh my God, he's weeping, just weeping. Oh my gosh. Let's have him mourn her. I think he is just so sad by the loss of his second wife here. He's thinking to himself, like, why me? Why am I so unlucky that I have lost now 2 wives to childbirth? And he doesn't understand at all why this is happening to him. And I obviously have no idea why he has gotten so unlucky in this department as well. But he now has 3 sons that he needs to raise up, and he is all on his own, needing to take care of 3 boys. I am going to need to take him over here to make sure he gets little David fed. So we will have him come over and feed little David here. Poor guy. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and have him come and feed David and make sure that David is okay. And he's also going to need to check on the twins. It looks like they both need to be fed. And he's also going to need to be fed. So we're going to have to get him to come on up here, and he can maybe cook a meal. I don't even know if he knows how to cook anything, but we're going to get him to go ahead and cook something. Maybe he can go ahead and make a little bit of potato and onion soup. I'm just going to get him to do a family size of that, and he can get some food cooked up for the family here. That way everyone can go ahead and grab some food, because otherwise I think the children are going to end up getting some cake, and I don't necessarily want them eating cake. The boys here are just interacting with one another, which is super cute. We absolutely love it. They're just hugging and carrying on, and I think they are so precious. As we know, they have their blonde hair from Pearl, and so I think they are super, super cute. All right, grab you a serving of this food, and you grab yourself a serving of this food. Everyone's going to go ahead and grab a bite to eat here so that the boys are fed. Seriously, grab yourself a serving of this food, sweetheart. There you go. Both of the boys are going to get some food here. Oh, I hate it. And we are going to head on over, and we are going to see the Barnett family, because as we know, Kate Barnett does need to go ahead and try again for another little one. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Barnett residence. As we know, we are going to have some pretty sad family members. Well, at the very least, Kate is going to be really sad because she just witnessed a family member be lost. She lost a friend. Letitia died. And so she's going to be saddened by that. I am going to go ahead and get everyone here in the family to just grab themselves a serving of this roasted pheasant. And they're going to go ahead and have themselves a bite to eat. And then hopefully we can get this family to try again for a little one. As we know, they do need to do that. They have 4 baby tries left. So hopefully we'll be able to get them with child. They have been kind of struggling in the department of trying for a baby. Every time I request for them to try for a baby, they're like, no, we don't really want to try for a baby. They have been woohooing, but for whatever reason, the woohoo option is not getting them, pregnant. And so I don't know if they're going to be able to get pregnant or not. We'll just have to see how that goes. He is obviously going to serenade her a little bit, and then maybe he can get her to try for a baby with him. He's going to obviously approach her about the situation that he wants to try for a baby with her and see if he can talk her into maybe trying for a little one. He knows that she's really sad right now, and so he's realizing that she may say no, but he really does want them to try for another little one. I mean, obviously they have Greta, but he is hoping that she will want to have another child with him. He is wanting a son. They do want their legacy to continue. And so he's hoping that he can talk her into, making their family grow. And so we are going to have them go on in here, and they are going to try for a little one. Oh my goodness, they did decide to try for a baby. Okay, we love that. I am thrilled about it. Once they have completed the task of trying for a little one, I think I'm going to get him to come on out here, and we will have him spray for bugs. It does look like the garden needs a little bit of tending to. The only thing we have out here are mushrooms currently, so I may also get him, once he's done with that, we'll collect some eggs, and I'm going to scatter some feed, and then we will have him clean the coop. And I'm probably going to also send him out and do some foraging, and he can try to get some things going as far as, getting some things for our summer season that we can plant, because we definitely need some things to plant. I'm just going to check and see if Kate ended up pregnant from that try for baby, and it looks like she has gotten pregnant. So we definitely are pregnant. She does have 3 more baby tries after this one. So that is fantastic news. They will have 3 more baby tries, but she is with child currently. So we love that for her. What can I get her to come out here and do? There's got to be something. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can get her to come out here and clean the shed, and she can also maybe do a little bit of the laundry after she finishes cleaning the shed. And maybe she can also assign the cow to the shed, and that way we can get some milk and stuff. So he's out foraging. Greta is currently just in here playing a little bit, and she is having a really good time. I am just going to have her work on some of her skills. I think really the only thing she can work on is playing with her toys, because she doesn't really have any toys or anything like that. So she's just currently working on her imagination, because that's really the only thing that she can work on, but I guess that'll have to do. So once we go ahead and we get this laundry done, we will put the animal in the shed, and then I'm gonna have her go ahead and looks like the animal is assigned to the shed, but it won't let me call the animal out. Kate and Greta are going to have a supportive family dynamic. We love that for them. So the animal is in the shed, but the shed, for whatever reason, will not let me call the animal out. Let's get her to come out here and collect some eggs. She's going to also scatter some feed, and we love that. I'm going to have her maybe come and do a little bit of parenting. Let's teach her to say please and thank you. And she can work on some skills with Greta currently. And then I'll have her do a little bit of cleaning up. And once Theo gets back from the foraging, I will have him go ahead and clean the coop, and he can replace this water. And then we'll see about what he got, and we'll see if there's anything he can plant. So let's go ahead and see what there is we can do for the summer. So for summer, we can plant basil, blackberries, bluebells, cherries, chrysanthemums, lilies, and green beans. So we got dandelions, tomato, chocoberry, grapes. We have a hatchable egg here. Let's put that in the coop. These can go in the fridge. All right, so we didn't get anything that we can plant. Well, that's crap. Let's buy some herbs and fruits and vegetables, and we'll get him to open those packets and see what we got and see if there's anything that we can plant. All right, so parsley, no. Spinach, no. Mushrooms, we already have planted. All right, so I guess we can't plant any of these things. I am going to have her go ahead and go out and do a little bit of foraging as well. And it looks like Theo is just doing a little bit of cleaning up. All right, you need to go to the potty and go to bed. Is there a potty chair? Probably not, but there is a bed, so you can go ahead and go in here and go to sleep, little Greta. So we're gonna go ahead and send Greta off to bed. We're going to send him off to come in here and take a bath, and then he can go ahead and get himself ready for bed as well. Kate is just going to finish up her foraging, and when she comes back from foraging, we will see if they have received anything in the way of stuff that they can plant, which I hope that they do, because honestly, it would be really nice if they could plant some things in their garden. It looks like our planter is being haunted here, which is not at all good. So he is going to go ahead and go to the washroom and then get himself off to bed. And Kate is going to come home, and then we'll get her to take herself a bath, and then she can head herself off to bed as well. Oh, she's probably going to need also to get herself something to eat. So we will also check and see what she got. She has tea, sage, apples, and an egg. And these are need to go in the fridge. All right, so she doesn't have anything that we can plant either, so that's unfortunate, but we'll see what she gets when she comes from foraging and see if there's anything new that she's received. So she got some lemons, some bird eggs, which can go in the fridge, and she got some nettle. So nothing else that we can plant. Well, that's really bad. It's not going well here for their planting. We'll have to keep trying, but in the meantime, it is currently 3 o'clock in the morning the next day here, And we need to head over and see the O'Leary family because we do want to go ahead and see if we can get Annabelle to try for a baby. So let's go ahead and head over and see the O'Learys. I am going to go ahead and just get her to head herself off to bed here and let her get a little bit of rest, as well as Theo. Everyone here is going to go off to bed. Back over here in the O'Leary family, we are just going ahead and letting her continue. What has she got going on? You can't make this, I guess. Well, that's unfortunate. Can you continue this? Yeah, just clean that up. We are going to have her... Oh, she's finishing it. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess he can't leave that be. She's going to continue to make this meal, and then they are going to eat something. I am going to have Axel just go ahead and... What's he doing? Grabbing a serving of hasty pudding. Okay, great. So he's going to grab a serving of hasty pudding. She's going to finish this meal that she's currently making, and then she'll grab a bite to eat as well. And then we are going to obviously need to check on little Noretta. She is going to need... What are you doing? She grabs some leftovers. Okay, we'll eat that. And then you're going to need to go upstairs and feed... Oh my gosh. I guess you're going to need to go out into town and grab your baby. And then you can bring her inside because this is ridiculous. I hate how they do this. So she's going to go grab the little one, bring her home, and we'll get Axel to go ahead and check the mail and make sure of what all we've got in the mail. So she has grabbed the baby and is bringing the baby home. And I don't know why this happens, but yeah, she has brought home the little one. We're going to just go ahead and give her a little bit of a feed. I think, did you eat? No, you need to eat something. She's like, I'm starving. The baby's starving. Everyone in this house is just really having a bit of a time. Once she is done tending to herself and the baby, I am just going to go ahead and have Axel come and give her a little bit of a kiss. And then he is going to ask her if they can go ahead and try for another little one. As we know, they only have one baby try left. And so we are going to need to make the most of this baby try and hope that it is successful because they just have the one, and we are obviously going to want them to get with child, but we also are hoping for an heir. So I do want them to definitely be able to have a little boy. She's going to go ahead and brag about their baby, and they're going to complain about the problems. So he's feeling pretty confident right now. He is going to go ahead and ask her if they can try for a little one. She's like, seriously, you and this baby thing. You're always asking me if we can try for a baby. He's like, well, I just really want us to have a child. She's like, I'm going to go play horseshoes. I don't even want to talk about having a baby right now. You need to calm down. Just go over here and talk to him about having a child. Okay, they seriously don't want to try for a baby. Maybe I can get them to just woohoo. And we'll hope beyond hope that this works. I don't know that woohooing counts as a try for baby option. We'll just have them woohoo and see if it counts, like if it will get them pregnant. But I don't know if I'm going to count it as a try for baby because technically they're not trying for a baby. They're just woohooing. So I may not count this as their one try because technically they did not try for a baby. So we'll just have to see how that goes. If they get pregnant, great. If they don't, then we may say we can try for a baby again and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and see She did get pregnant though from this, so we will say I guess it counted as their try for baby option, and we will go from there. So she is pregnant. We are going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get him to come on out here and collect the eggs and clean the coop. There is feed out here already, so I'm just going to have him call the chickens to eat. She is going to come on out and she's going to collect some honey and collect some beeswax. We love it. They're working together here, and that's fantastic. I think that she's also going to need to cook a meal. The family is going to be starting to get hungry, so I am just going to get her to come in here and let's make a roast chicken. So we'll have her go ahead and come on in and make a meal for them, which will be great. We'll get a supper meal started for the family. So he's already gone ahead and done the chores, and they have gone ahead and gotten themselves pregnant, which is fantastic. So now we have Kate Barnett and Annabelle that are both with child, and unfortunately we did lose Letitia. But we are going to go ahead and we're going to head over and we're going to see Erlene once this family is done here. Let's get her to grab a serving of food. And then, oh, she's eating already. Okay, great. She just, where did you get that from? I have no idea. Grab a serving of this food. You're kind of hungry. So she's going to come in here and grab a bite to eat. And then we're going to head over and we're going to see Erlene at the monastery. Okay, so I have entered into the monastery here, and unfortunately there's a fire. And so we are going to have to figure out where the fire is, and we're going to have to put the fire out because there is a fire, and that is not good. Where is the fire? I don't even know where the fire is, but technically there's a fire somewhere. Where is it? Where is the fire? It said there was a fire. I don't see a fire. I don't know where the fire is, but it said there was a fire. I am going to get her to build a tower, and we will get her working on some of her skills. She's also going to need to work on her potty skill. So we'll get her, after she builds her tower, to go ahead and come over here and do some pottying. She has a level 4 in communication, imagination, and movement, a level 2 in potty, and a level 3 in thinking. So we also maybe can get her to do some shapes and get some of her thinking skill up. And we are going to just check on everybody else's needs. It looks like Cassandra could stand to go to the washroom, and Sister Marguerite is, as we know, just cleaning like she always does. I am going to go ahead and get her to come on out here, and we are going to check on everything. It does look like our garden needs to be weeded, and so we will go ahead and get our garden weeded. Our big plants obviously need to be weeded, so we will get that to take place. And we are going to need to take care of our animals, so we will come over and make sure that we take care of our animals as well. So we'll have her come and collect the eggs, and she can clean the coop as well as clean and feed Bluebell and maybe give Bluebell a little bit of a milk. So that'll be great. Cassandra, honey, maybe you should, come out here and you can collect the honey and you can collect the beeswax. And she's like, do I have to? Because obviously the bees are going to sting me. I know that is totally going to happen, but I mean, technically these things need to take place. So it is currently 1 p.m. in the game. We are almost through with this part B. We have had a lot go on. We have had babies be born and babies have died. We have had Letitia unfortunately leave us as well, and just a lot of things that have happened in this part. Unfortunately, we are losing more community members than we're gaining, which is it's really unfortunate and not at all what I was hoping for. I was really hoping that our community was going to kind of grow a little bit faster than it's growing, and that just does not seem to be the case. So fingers crossed, we will start to see a little bit more growth in the community than what we have been seeing, as of late. Obviously, with Thomas losing both of his wives, it's just really unfortunate, but there's not really a whole lot that we can do about that. I am going to go ahead and get Arlene to come over here and just do a little bit of her shapes so that we can work on that. And I'm just going to sell this honey. I don't think we really need it. We have plenty. And I am going to put our milk in the fridge as well as our eggs. So we have plenty of milk, plenty of eggs, and we love that. I'm also going to, I think, get her to go ahead and cook a meal. I'm going to have her do the roasted fish. She is really, really tense from there being a fire. So clearly there was a fire. It must have been obviously here. Let's just have her go ahead and she can clean up this stove because it's really looking a little bit grunge, and we absolutely hate that. Once Arlene has finished with her shapes, we'll get her to come on down and she can have some of this fish that is being cooked, because she will be hungry and ready to eat something at that point, I think. Hello, did anyone finish this meal? Can we finish this meal? Because I think that would be a good plan. Where did it go? Ugh, seriously. Let's cook the fish. Oh, she can only make mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay, you get down here and you cook. Cook the fish. She's like, I want to go upstairs and check on Arlene. I don't really care what you want. I want you to make fish. She's like, I was not really trying to do that right now. I can see that, but you totally need to make some fish and you need to put it on the table so that Arlene can eat. And truth be known, it would probably do you some good if you would eat something. Oh, perfect. So we have our fish here. Let's go ahead and call everyone to a meal, and we are going to get everyone to come and eat something. Arlene is headed downstairs because she was like, I'm hungry. I was already coming this way. So I'm so glad that this meal is ready. Oh, and Sister Marguerite has acquired the singing skill, which is fantastic. So it is All Fool's Day. They do need to do a little bit of mischief. I don't necessarily know if Arlene can do any mischief, but she can go ahead and talk to them and sing a little bit of a song. And we'll let the ladies do a little bit of mischief. I think that will be fine if they want to get up to a little bit of mischief. So we'll just do a little bit of pranks together and let them get a little bit of mischief in. It'll be perfectly fine. So we'll just do a little bit of pranks with one another, and that will be fun for each other to go ahead and, meet that All Fool's Day goal. And then I'm going to get Sister Cassandra to go ahead and clean up a little bit, and you can put this food away. She's like, I just want to spend some time with Arlene. Why are you making me do all of this stuff? I understand. Why don't you go ahead and sing a song to Sister Cassandra? Clean up this mess, please, Cassandra. Cassandra's like, must I? You must. All right, Arlene is going to go ahead and head herself upstairs. We're going to let her get a little bit of a nap, and Cassandra also could stand for a little bit of a nap. I'm going to send Sister Marguerite off to go to the washroom, and we are going to let her take care of some of her needs here. It would seem that other than that, everything seems to be doing pretty good. I don't think that we have anything that needs to be done as far as the chores, because I think they are pretty well tended to. And I don't actually even think our laundry is ready. Yeah, I don't think so. Pristine and soaked. Pristine and soaked. Used and soaked. Yeah, they're still wet. So they're still on the line, still trying to get dried, and so that's perfectly fine. I will go ahead and, after she uses the washroom, maybe send Sister Marguerite off to have herself a little bit of a nap as well. And everyone is just going to get themselves a little bit of much needed rest here in the family. But as you can see, we have had a pretty full part here in the last portion of 1402. In 1403, we are going to be seeing David Pruitt age up into an infant, and Arlene is going to be aging up into a child, and we'll be having Kate and Annabelle have their children that they just recently got pregnant with. So we'll be welcoming some more children into the community, which is going to be fantastic to see. So I can't wait for that. I am thrilled to see if we are going to find out if Erlene is going to be able to age up and continue to be our heir here, or if we are going to end up having to carry on with the Barnett family as our main household. So we will be finding out if Erlene is going to be able to survive her child role and will continue on as being our main household or not. So that is something that we will be, I guess, looking forward to finding out about in 1403. And so I will be seeing you guys for that. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live in the future. And I will see you guys in 1403 with our Ultimate Decades Challenge. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.